What's up, girl?
Nothing much, honey. Girl, need a break. I'm so glad I'm inside from all this rain.
Well, you see, I'm drinking coffee this morning. I don't usually do that on the show, but I'm going to need to this morning.
Got to do something. Rain's
well, the rain is depressing.
It is depressing.
So
but, you know, we've got so much to talk about lately that we just decided to structure it, right?
I know.
So we're going to talk about what we're watching.
I hope everybody likes this.
And we're going to talk about education because it's near and dear to both of our hearts.
Right.
And then we're going to paper chasing, where things great that we found in our very great Dallas Morning News.
That's right.
And trash talk, which is just a little bit of everything.
Oh,
so we can throw some shade. So, Empire, as always, we got to start with Empire.
You say Cookie twerking?
Yes.
In Vegas?
Now you know, everybody knows that Cookie probably invented the twerk.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. She was doing a good job too.
The Empire people seem to have a great time wherever they go.
But when is their time to do the
show
and get ready for season 2? Because I'm seeing all these appearances and they're doing it, which is great. I love them. They're keeping it alive. Yes. We're going to go into season 2 without feeling like we had a break. But do they need to get a little rest?
Maybe a little.
They're in videos. They're doing shows.
I did notice the Empire writers tweeted out a photo of them with Trey Byers.
Oh yeah, they were talking to him. I saw
they tweeted out a photo saying, "Hey, we were talking to him about season 2." So they're fitting in.
So somebody is working on the show.
Right.
That's great.
Somebody's working on the show. I mean, because after all, they are like you and I. They're the talent.
They are.
So
they are the talent.
They're not driving the stories.
Right.
You know, although director and creator Lee Daniels is partying just as hard. Who do you think was filming?
He was filming it. That was great. It's so much fun. The show is marvelous. It's fun. I looked on some Twitter feeds. I didn't see a whole lot other than partying. And
they were at they're doing a lot of appearances all together too. Brian Grazer, who's the producer, Lee Daniels, creator, Taraji Henson, and Terrence Howard were all at like a code convention. And that's amazing to me that they could get such high-powered stars at a computer coding convention. But they were talking there, and I love this one place did like 5 takeaways from that Lee Daniels still has an AOL account.
Wow. Can you still use those?
I know. I didn't even know they still work.
God bless him.
Does he use like a telegraph machine too?
Well, thank God he has talent in other areas.
Yes, he
Technology
does.
might not be it.
He can be a Luddite if he wants because he's got all the other talents. So, you know what, a friend of mine was pointing out this Lucifer show that Fox has coming out.
Oh, yeah, Lucifer.
And I'm thinking that they might be courting, I mean, Lucius is close enough to Lucifer. Right. Sometimes. Why are you going to go and it's based on a comic book character.
Right.
And I've read representations of Lucifer, Satan, in other forms of media. Will this be too much?
Well, see, my fear is that there's going to be a backlash.
Yeah, I think so.
Because, this Lucifer, will the Christians say, oh my God, we won't do that. We're going to shun Fox.
Yeah.
Well, that's where Empire's at.
That's going to hurt Empire.
So will we, they need to be careful.
Back to Empire.
I know. Comes back on the Empire.
Right.
We can't have the Empire ratings get messed up. So, now, let's hope that this doesn't do that. But I just know some Christians, they're like, they're going to boycott Fox.
Just the word of it. They're thinking that they're making a personification of Lucifer that an audience can get behind, which has already been done with good effect with Reaper over on the CW, which was a really good show. So I don't know. And some of my favorite fantasy novels by Piers Anthony had a version of Satan in it who, kind of like this one, it's just a job.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this is taking it. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to try to figure out where some of the black churches are on this too. And just wondering about the impact it could have on our empire.
I mean, although, if Terrence Howard and his shenanigans aren't hurting Empire, I don't know if this can.
Yeah, he's almost Lucifer, right? In a way. Well, I want to talk about too, you watched that Blackish, is it?
Yes. I love Blackish, actually. It's a really good show.
It's just a little bit, what is it about? I mean, I haven't seen it, but there was some talk on the radio.
Blackish basically is about, as you can probably tell from the title, a black family, a 21st century black family, who perhaps is feeling the father is feeling like maybe his kids don't know enough about the Black experience.
So are they in the suburbs or where?
They're in the suburbs.
Oh.
The mother is a doctor. I think she's an anesthesiologist, and the father works at a PR firm. He's like senior vice president
like
or something.
Showish a little
right,
bit.
but flipped.
So
and a little bit more real.
Well, the controversy was it was on one of the conservative talk shows, and they were saying that it plays on the stereotypes of Black people.
Oh.
And that
I could see that.
It doesn't offend you. I guess the fear was that if white people are talking about it, then as a Black person, they're going to come up and say, "Oh, they're going to talk about."
But here's the thing: Charlize Theron, for example, she started a movie called Monster, which was based on a true story about a white woman who was killing people. Right?
That's right.
Did the white people get up in arms and say, "Oh my God, you can't depict us as killers"? They're going to think all of us are killers.
Well, I guess that they were saying is if you have two white folks at the water cooler talking about Blackish and laughing about it, and if a Black person overhears them, will they trip out?
Maybe if they don't know that they're talking about
I mean, it's just like the
show.
use of the N-word. Some Black people use it, white people can't. I mean, I'm just saying.
Blackish is pretty interesting because what they do is they turn the stereotypes on their heads a lot. This family from outward appearances, you would think one thing, but once you get to know this family, invited into the home, watching it, then you know better. So I think they should watch more of it before they go to judgment like that, because the first time I watched Blackish, it was kind of hard to watch because it was echoing my life.
Well, the controversy has got my attention, I must say, and I'm going to watch it. When does it come on?
It comes on Wednesdays behind Modern Family. That's at 8:30, I think.
Okay.
And it's really good. You can watch it on the ABC. Watch
I go
ABC
online and
app.
watch it. It's on ABC, right?
Right. Watch it online. It's a good show. It's funny. Anthony Anderson can be screechy. Lawrence Fishburne plays his dad, and he's an executive
I like
producer.
him. I didn't know he was on there.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
So, I mean, education matters a lot to you and I, right?
Oh, God, yes.
What about these poor kids in New York that were banned?
It's unfortunate because the poor kids who could not afford to pay the $10 fee
yes.
to go to the festival, I think they had to sit in an auditorium.
In a dark auditorium.
A darkened auditorium last week.
They were having a carnival, end of the school year carnival for kids. There was a $10 fee.
Which everybody can afford.
Can afford, because sometimes that $10 means the difference between somebody's lights being on or somebody getting dinner for the last 2 days. And what if you have 2 or 3 kids in the school? Right. What if you got just 2 or 3 kids? I mean, why can't you? When I was growing up, some teacher would just front it.
Right. Or they would waive it.
Or waive it. Because from what I understand, they cleared a $2,000, $3,000 profit on this carnival. Well, you could have offered scholarships to the carnival. You sure could have.
And they said there were 100 devastated youngsters in this darkened auditorium.
And the principal made sure, I don't know what the New York Post was saying about the principal making sure that the students stayed in the darkened auditorium.
Well, it is under investigation, so I can't wait.
That upset me, but I'm glad that New Yorkers always prove time and time again that they can be really nice. They came out and they said, "You know what? I'll pay."
There was at least a half a dozen New Yorkers that came out and offered the money and time, their money and time to throw these kids a party. Thank God.
But then, all this stuff in the paper, what's happening? Rain, more rain.
Oh, I know.
And what's coming with the rain, right? Wait a minute. It was in today's paper. Snakes are coming with the rain.
The Dallas Morning News, you can look at it on dallasnews.com. Please download the app. It's free, the Dallas Morning News app. And, heavy rains drive snakes into the open. And you can see that because... Oh my God! In this area in Dallas and even down Houston, there's just all this flooding going on, and there's all this water.
And the snakes are just. And one of our admins,
the lakes are overflowing.
Her dog was killed by a snake.
Oh, I know. That was so sad.
Really sad.
She'd had that dog for years.
Okay, what kills me here, though, Diana Hunt wrote the story, and I sit across from her, and she was researching. She did a good job on the story, but what's tripping me out is she's like, but most of them aren't poisonous. And we're like, okay, you know what? We're going to call you and let you come and decide whether it's a poisonous or not after I kill it.
Just like the lady she let off with, this Mary Weir, I think. She is in the White Rock Lake area, and she freaked out. She saw like a 2-foot-long snake snake in her house.
What are you gonna do?
It slithered in a linen closet.
I'm not gonna take time to figure out whether it's red and black or red and yellow. I'm gonna, like my grandmama, I'm gonna get the hole that I keep in the house and I'm cutting off his head.
I know that's right, girl.
You can decide what it is after I'm done.
Girl, I was scared of worms as a kid, so I don't want to see a snake. Anything crawly like that.
There was a snake.
I know we're running on time and I got to get back.
Well,
I got to talk about, let's do trash talk. Let's talk about
and we didn't
Duggar
skip a thing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
What is it, Duggar?
The Duggar family, that's right. I said Duggar. The Duggar family, apparently there's an issue with, I guess, one of the sons and whether he had these relationships with young girls.
Molesting, and not only.
But did he come out and apologize?
His sisters. Too.
No, he came out and apologized, I thought. So obviously there's some truth to this apology.
It turns out that they knew about these things and they just covered them up. And what the trip of it is okay, TLC has now put the show on hiatus, I think, until they...
Oh, is it on hiatus now?
Yeah, until they figure something out.
Well, good, because Mama June is... Mama June on Honey Boo Boo is mad.
Right, she's mad.
She was with the guy that had molested her daughter, I think.
And he was never even on the show.
He was never on the show, but so TLC went ahead and said, bye, Honey Boo Boo.
They axed her show.
Right. Mama June is upset because she's like, look at this situation, and maybe they've rectified it now.
Both of them are wrong, but she's a little right now because it's like you can't hold her to one standard and not hold the Duggar family to the same standard. It's just a really creepy situation. And it's
what's up, TLC? Can we screen these people a little better?
Can we just stop with reality show competition?
We got this child molestation thing. We got these pedophiles. I mean,
you know what? Watch America's Got Talent and America's Funniest Home Videos and leave these people alone.
Or let's just go ahead and focus on Empire.
Yeah, let's have all of our bad stuff.
You know what? You know what I thought was interesting too. This Instagram photos. Do you do Instagram?
Yeah, I do.
Well, apparently, obviously, they are public, and some people don't. They think they can write things like, these are my business stuff, but they're public. Since some person is actually, he did some kind of exhibit and like an art gallery or something. Right. He's been selling these pictures at $90,000.
$90,000. He sold most of them for $90,000. And there's this one woman who she Instagrammed a photo of it, saying, "My photo had been sold for $90,000."
It's trippy how he's doing it, because if you look on the wall. You know, I saw pictures. It's the actual Instagram just blown up.
Right, it's blown up, and what he's done, maybe he's changed it just a little enough, so there's no copyright issue. But somebody's got to come up with something to catch up with him. Once again, laws are lagging behind technology. But once again,
this is an example. If you put it out there, it's public information. People do the same thing with Facebook. They'll put a disclaimer: you are not allowed to use.
And yes,
that is a joke.
It's a joke.
We use Facebook pictures
all
here,
the time.
Okay, so
we need a mugshot. We'll go to Facebook.
You know, I teach college too, and I tell the kids all the time: you put it out there. If it's something you're not comfortable seeing on the front page, don't put it out there electronically.
Kind of like that crazy Kenyan lawyer. Okay, I'm sorry I called him crazy. Please forgive me. Who wants to buy Malia Obama?
Oh, Lord.
How many was it? 70 goats.
I hope the Secret Service is all over that. Because we've been having people flying in on the White House lawn, scaling fences.
This is one man who is on the do not fly list. He's at the top of the list.
Maybe he's been watching too much Scandal. Some stuff that was.
He was trying.
Didn't they try to auction Olivia Pope?
So he figured I can give him some goats and some sheep.
Well,
I'm sorry, baby.
They better beef up security, because we've had people fly up on the lawn, people scaling fences, getting into the White House. I don't know what's going on with Secret Service.
Obama's got enough goats. He don't need yours.
I know, that's right.
And he's been talking to like the U.S. envoy there, and he's been talking to real people about, I want to buy her. I haven't been with anyone since I saw her in 2008. How old was she then? 10?
I had to check his Twitter feed.
He's a molester.
One last thing I want to talk about is that Weave Loan store you told me about.
Yeah. It's a Weave Loan store.
So you said it's in Detroit.
It's in Detroit.
Oh, God bless Detroit.
God bless Detroit. Well, you know, they're trying to make a way out of no way because the economy is not too good. Okay. It may be bad everywhere else, but
we ain't really building cars, but we sure are wearing weaves. Well, no, so you can walk in and
get you. They're not actually loaning the hair, but the loans are designed so that you can buy the good stuff. You know, the Yaki.
Well, okay. I've heard of the yak.
This could probably go back to Empire too, cause all that weave.
So do you take the voucher to the hair salon?
No, they give you the actual money. It's like a payday loan store it's a payday weave loan store.
This is like Rent-A-Rims.
Right.
Oh man. Well, girl, on that note, love you, we people out there. I love you.
I know. We love all y'all.
I love everybody.
But if you
don't take out that loan. I don't know what the interest rate is.
Don't do it.
It is not worth
it. It's probably 400%.
I'd rather see you throw down with your natural hair. Hey. All right. Till next time, girl.
Till next time.